Hello everyone, and welcome to another deck profile. Tonight I'm going to be bringing you my Raidraptor deck, and yes, it's another Winged Beast deck. As you guys can tell, I really enjoy the archetype, and I've always loved the Raidraptor archetype because of them being mechanical birds, and I always thought the playstyle was really unique. This is basically more of an XYZ deck. I've only got one Link monster in here, and they are planning on coming out with another one, a Raidraptor specific Link monster, which I can't wait to get my hands on. But for now, I haven't included it yet because I don't have it. And I guess without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the profile. Alright, so I have 3 Raidraptor Mimicry Lanius. Now, to start things off, this is a core theme with this deck because he can be card's normal special summoned. I can increase the level of all Raidraptors I control by 1, and during the main phase, I can, if he's in my graveyard, I can actually banish him and get a Raidraptor card from my deck and add it to my hand. So it's really good for synergy and being able to search for more Raidraptors, which is what you want to be able to do with this deck, because the idea is for you to get as many of them on the field as possible, and then exceed summon them for their exceed monsters, and then being able to use the rank up spells to increase those ranks and get it. Hopefully you can get up to the level 12 that I have. But he's the first part I got in the deck. Next, I've got 3 Raidraptor Fuzzy Lanius. It's the same thing pretty much as Mimicry Lanius. He's a good searcher, which is why I'll show you why I have Foolish Burial in here. It's the sole reason why I have it, because if I put him in the graveyard, I can add another one to my hand. And that's what like I said, is that what you want to be able to do with this deck. Next, I have 3 Raidraptor Vanishing Lanius. I can special summon a level 4 lower Raidraptor monster when he's normal, a special summon, so it's another good way to get more Raidraptors on the field. Next, 3 Raidraptor Sharp Laniuses. This is a really good card, in my opinion, because then it can make turn your opponent's monster and switch him to defense position when he gets summoned, and plus it's a level 4, so it continues and goes with the theme of it. And he's very, very easy to bring out. Alright, then I have 3 Raidraptor Pain Lanius. This guy's amazing because he can increase his level by the level that you have other Raidraptors on the field. As long as I have at least 1 or more, I can special summon him, and he can increase his level based on them, so that's an easy way to get a level 4 exceed. Or if you wanted, a level 5 or more. Next, I have 3 Raidraptor Napalm Dragonus. This is a really good burn card. Quick, 600 points of direct damage if I summon him, because once per turn I can inflict 600 points of direct damage to him, and when he's destroyed by battle, I can special summon a Raider monster from my deck. It has the effect negated, but I mean, that's another way to get a special summon, so I mean, to me it doesn't even matter at that point. And then last but not least, for the monsters, I have 3 Raidraptor Rudderstrix. This is just temporarily in there until I can get, there's another Raidraptor Tribute Lanius, but he's still just as good because he's another burn card, and when he declares an attack target on this card, I can special summon up to 2 Raidraptors monsters from my hand. So that's a good way to get 3 all in one when he gets attacked and when he's targeted for an attack. Alright, so I've got 2 rank up Magic Doom Double Force for my spells. Target a Raidraptor monster in my XYZ monster, and that was destroyed by battle and sent there, and special summon one that has 2 ranks higher. Really good card. It's a quick play. I can do it immediately right after, and it's a really good way to get like a level 6 to a level 8, level 8 to a level 10, and so on and so forth. Right, next I've got 3 rank up Magic Raid Force. This is a very good card. This is a simple targeting a face up XYZ monster. I can special summon from my extra deck one that has 1 rank higher, and you know, it's a quick way. It's as long as I have a XYZ monster on the field, it's a quick way to bring out one that's a level higher, because that's what you want to do with this deck, is you want to be able to keep ranking up the monsters in there, so that way you can eventually get to the level 12, and a lot of their effects get better and better every rank that you go up on it. Then I've got 2 rank up Magic Astral Force. I love this card because instead of drawing during my draw phase, I can choose to just play this card and add it to my hand instead of drawing. So and that adds me for another rank up, and it's 2 ranks higher. So that's what you want to keep doing. It's perfect. And then 1 rank up Soul Shave Magic Soul Shave Force. This is a 1. I only have 1 in this deck because you have to pay half your life points to activate it, but you can special summon a Raidraptor XYZ monster from your deck that's 2 ranks higher. So at a cost of 4,000, it's just like Solemn Judgment. So I don't mind running at least 1 because it does help. And then last for the rank up spells is rank up Magic Revolution Force. I only use 1 because of the condition, but it's really good because I can special summon from my deck a Raidraptor that's a rank higher, it's quick, and during my opponent's turn, I can target an XYZ monster they control with no XYZ materials, take control of it, and special summon one from my deck that is a rank higher. I can choose one of them, and it's a really good card, especially if you're in a tight spot. Okay, I've got 2 Raidraptor Nest. I only run 2 just because you do have to have 2 or more on the field, which it's not hard to get. Trust me, this deck is not hard to get 2 or more Raidraptor monsters on the field at the exact same time. But I generally just run the 2 because I think 2's perfect. Any more and I think you're clogging the deck up. Alright, 3 Foolish Burials. I've got 3 Foolish Burials in here because I have Mimicry and Fuzzylonius, and that's what I do. I dump them in my graveyard, and I can activate their effects immediately after and add a Raidraptor monster to my hand. So that's exactly why I've got 3 in there. Okay, and you've got 2 MSTs for backfield destruction. Heavy Storm, once again, just for backfield destruction. Swords of Revealing Light, staple, just to be able to stop my opponents for 3 turns. That's pretty much what it's used for. And then 2 Raidraptor Readiness. I think 3 is a little one because I used to run 3 in this deck for a long time and just realized that 3 is better because, or 2 is better because it's just only used for so that they can't be destroyed by battle, and I'm not taking any battle damage because I can banish it from my graveyard if I have it, and I don't take any battle damage a turn with my Raidraptor. So it's good for situations, but I wouldn't run more than 2. Most people don't even run 1, but I at least try to run 2. And then last but not least, staple, Winged Beast staple, Icarus Attack. Tribute a Winged Beast type monster, destroy 2 cards on the field. So, you guys know where that, that's in pretty much every single deck that I have. So, alright. So now for my extra deck, I've got the big guy, Raidraptor Final Fortress Falcon. He requires 3 level 12 monsters, but because of using the rank up spells and everything, it basically means to where it's not going to be that hard to bring him out at all. I could bring him out with like Soul Shave Force, or I can bring him out with all the other ones, double Doom Force. It's easy. Plus he has a really good effect. Raidraptor Ultimate Falcon, he's level 10. Once again, easy way to bring him out. Raidraptor Satellite Cannon Falcon, really good, easy way. He's level 2, so I can use Raidraptor Revolution Falcon to bring him out. And then I've got 3 Raidraptor Revolution Falcon, speaking of which. I've got 3 of these guys because he's really good, and believe it or not, next to my level 4s, he's the easiest to bring out. I can usually pretty much bring him out on the first turn or the second turn. So that's why I run 3. Most people only run 1. I usually just run 3 because of how easy it is. 2 Raidraptor Stranger Falcons, 2 level 5s. And then I've got 2 more 2 level 5s, Raidraptor Blaze Falcon. And then, if you run a Raidraptor deck, I think you need to run at least 3 Raidraptor Force Sticks, because this is your searcher. You can get Raidraptor monsters into your hand this way, and it's a really good defense monster, because it can become 2500 or more, usually depending on your XYZ material. And I run 3 because of the constant synergy of this deck. So a lot of people only run 1 or 2. I run a full 3. And then for the extra ones that I have, Ice Beast, Zephyrum, once again Winged Beast, usually put in the deck just for that, because I can negate my opponent's effect monsters. And then last but not least, because everything's for my Link monster, since everything in this deck is dark, which is Apprentice, gives them an extra 500 attack points, meaning, I can make a lot of these more beat stick, and that always is definitely helpful, especially in these kinds of decks. So that was all for my Raidraptor deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did record this before and it was complete crap, actually, in my opinion. That's why I had to re-record it. And what can I say? I have a preference. I love Winged Beast archetype. Ever since Harpy Ladies, a lot of people, like I said before, they don't consider Harpy Ladies an archetype. I do, because they had Elegant Egotist, Harpy Lady, and Harpy Lady Sisters, and Harpy's Pet Dragon. So it was kind of, they all work together. And I have a few more Winged Beast decks that I wanted to show you guys, and I hope that you like them just as much as this. I have a lot of fun playing with this deck. This is just an XYZ, it's an Exceed deck, but I have a lot of fun playing with it ever since I saw it on Arc V. I don't watch Arc V that often, but when the episodes that I did see and like everything, I really did enjoy this deck. And next to my Harpy deck, this is my third probably favorite deck. And with that, glad you guys liked watching it, and once again, I'll see you guys next time.